What a f-
911, what is your emergency?
DeFi, decentralized finance, or DeFi, a revolution that's taken the Web3 space by storm. Imagine a financial system where you're in control with no banks or middlemen inside. In this digital finance era, DeFi is built on the backbone of secure, distributed ledgers, much like the technology behind cryptocurrencies. But here's where it gets exciting. DeFi extends the blockchain's capabilities to create a whole new financial playground. From borrowing and lending to swapping assets, DeFi is redefining money management through smart contracts and liquidity pools. And guess what? It's all operated by code, transparent and open for you to see, verify and trust. Now let's dive deeper into the DeFi ecosystem and unpack its core elements. First up, we've got token minting or tokenization and stable coins currently as the most prominent use case, acting as the bridge between traditional finance and decentralized wonderland. Stable coins tied to the value of real-world assets like the US dollar help you dodge those pesky fees during transactions. It's all about making your crypto work smarter and faster without the extra costs. Next, we're exploring the revolutionary world of lending and borrowing in DeFi. Forget about the banks. Here it is all about direct transactions, interactions through small contracts. And have you heard about flash loans? These are uncollateralized loans that let you borrow massive amounts for short-term trades, open up a universe of trading possibilities. But there is more. Decentralized exchanges or DEXs. These platforms are where you can swap tokens with minimal fees, and they're constantly welcoming new tokens into the fold, unrestricted by the government regulations so far. And we cannot talk about DeFi without mentioning digital insurance and oracles. Through smart contracts, DeFi brings the reliability of insurance into the digital age, with oracles bringing the gap between real-world events and blockchain responses. Decentralized asset management or DAM is another use case of DeFi which has been yet unpopular among the crypto community due to its technical complexity and immaturity, though it is heavily believed personally by me to transform how we manage, trade and invest in financial assets. Leveraging blockchain technology, this approach bypasses traditional intermediaries, allowing individuals to have direct control over their investments. Central to this innovative management style are decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, community-led entities on blockchain networks. DAOs are pivotal in steering asset management decisions, from allocation and investment strategies to governance. DAO is another use case lying at the edge of decentralized finance and decentralized governance. This setup not only democratizes financial strategies but also lays the groundwork for the broader adoption and evolution of DAOs in the digital asset space, which we are going to review in the next block. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of Web3 technologies, making it simpler for you to navigate and capitalize. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insights into the world of Web3. In the evolving landscape of collective management, decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, are promising a new way to democratize decision-making and streamline operations. These entities are reshaping traditional organizational concepts by encouraging active participation, rewarding contributions, and slashing overhead costs. The first DAO was created in 2016. Now, accordingly to DeepDAO, there are 2,415 DAOs existing, and just 1.4% has more than 100 million in assets under management. DAOs are all about democratizing decision-making. Traditional biases that overshadow proposals are replaced by a transparent platform in DAOs, where every member can contribute ideas that are reviewed fairly, promoting a culture of innovation and engagement, and recognizing efforts through a tokenomics system. Setting up a DAO is cost-effective compared to traditional entities, thanks to its blockchain infrastructure that removes expensive administrative processes, making it an appealing option for resource-constrained startups and community initiatives. DAOs eliminate geographical barriers, fostering global collaboration and potential to form large, self-organized communities without the usual bureaucratic delays, thereby enabling swift, transparent changes. The future envisions federations of DAOs merging AI and human inputs, leading to more streamlined governance processes free from corruption and nepotism, thanks to their decentralized nature. In the largely unregulated Web3 space, DAOs provide necessary direction, allowing collective decision-making through token-based voting, contrasting decentralized decision-making in traditional corporations. DAOs stand on open-source software, smart contracts, and blockchain, ensuring continuity regardless of individual involvement and leveraging global developer contributions for continuous improvement. In summary, DAOs mark a significant advancement in collective governance and management, champion inclusivity, transparency, and efficiency. They pave the way for a future where decision-making power is shared, guiding us towards a more democratic and cooperative society. SSI, Self-Sovereign Identity, is a Web3 methodology that empowers individuals with control over their personal data. It shifts away from centralized databases, allowing users to select specific information to share for identity verification purposes. SSI champions a secure exchange of verified digital information, standing as a user-control approach to managing one's identity. We often need to prove that we are who we are claiming to be. In physical reality, we have paper documents that confirm our identity. We're used to trusting official public organizations that issue passports, driver's licenses, birth certificates, and so on. The problem here is that sometimes we provide more information than the third party needs to confirm certain details. For example, you may be asked to use your bank statement to prove your living address. Therefore, the third party receives additional information they didn't initially require, and we don't know where this information goes or where it is stored. Moreover, the current system does not protect you from forgery. For example, fake COVID-19 vaccination certificates gained enormous popularity in many countries that decided to lock businesses and isolate people at homes. Digital identity may help us to uncover the stated issues. For example, government.uk says digital identity may help us to overcome the stated issues. Digital identity is an easy way to verify who we are without physical documents, and it can be also help us to prove things about ourselves, such as our age or qualifications. However, the existing problems we have now with digital identity derive from similar problems using paper documents. By embracing a self-sovereign identity, we move towards a system where personal information is no longer stored in a single repository, enhancing security and privacy. This method ensures that the data shared is authentic, with verifiable sources, and foster a trust-based digital environment. Accordingly to McKinsey Global Institute research, the adoption of digital identity models like SSI in the UK could potentially boost economic growth by 13% by 2030. Without deep diving into technical issues, we just need to understand that SSI works on blockchain. What a surprise! The identity and other personal information can be trusted after the process of cryptographic verification is completed. It should be cryptographically secure, privacy-respecting, and machine-verifiable. It is all achieved through the use of decentralized identifiers and decentralized identifiers documents. Where do we access self-sovereign identity? While some haven't heard about self-sovereign identity at all, others are applying the technology to combat industry-specific challenges. For example, travel pass. SSI is receiving more support, and 2024 is expected to become the year for global SSI adoption. We can also find cases of SSI use in the banking sector. The technology improves the customer experience since it can simplify the repeating actions to prove the identity during a bunch of operations or transactions. Therefore, the KYC or Know Your Customer process becomes easier for both banks and clients. The technology finds its place in the NFT industry as well. Self-sovereign identity helps to prove both the creator and current owner of an NFT. If you're not well familiar with the NFT idea and its concept, you're welcome to read our in-depth research on music royalties NFTs published on our websites. The link in the description. If you have any other SSI use case ideas, you're welcome also to share them in the comment section. As we are going to review this topic in depth as well in the next videos, so make sure you're subscribed not to miss the episode. Let's move on. A business model in its orthodox meaning outlines how a company creates, delivers, and captures value, both economic and social. This includes understanding the target customer base, the market, the revenue streams, and the details of the product or service offerings. Essentially, a business model is a blueprint for how a company will operate, make money, and ensure sustainability and growth over time. Tokenomics emerged as a natural evolution within the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, driven by the need to understand the design, the economic models underlying digital tokens. As the ecosystem grew, it became clear that the success of a blockchain project depended not only on its technological innovation but also on its economic model. The term tokenomics was coined to describe the study of these economic models, focusing on how tokens are issued, managed, and integrated into their respective ecosystems to create value and sustain project growth. This includes mechanisms for incentivizing behavior such as staking or governance participation, managing supply through mechanisms like burning or minting, and ensuring demand for the token. Seth Klarman, an adherent of value investing, writes in his book Margin of Safety that in the short run, supply and demand alone determines market prices. If we consider this to be true, it applies to crypto assets as well. Then understanding the factors that will impact either supply or demand are of vital importance to both speculators and investors. In that case, there are several factors to consider when looking at a project tokenomics. Perhaps the most important is to understand how the token will be used. Is there a clear link between the usage of the platform or service and the asset? If there is, then there is a strong chance that a growing service will require purchases and usage that ultimately support the price. If there is not, then what can the token be used for? The ICO boom of 2017 highlighted the importance of well-thought-out tokenomics, as many projects raised significant funds but failed to deliver long-term value due to poor economic design. Since then, the field of tokenomics has evolved to become a crucial aspect of project development and evaluation, with projects now placing a greater emphasis on creating sustainable and innovative economic models to attract and retain users and investors. Evaluating the tokenomics of a project requires a comprehensive approach that considers various factors contributing to the project's sustainability, growth potential, and value proposition. While there is no one-size-fits-all framework, still, a robust evolution typically involves analyzing several key aspects of a project's token economy. So this was the second part of the Web3 video series, in which we reviewed a couple of being developed products such as Brave Browser and Cyber. We get familiar with decentralized applications as new programmed entities, and DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, as a new form, how to cooperate. We'll also get familiar with self-serving identity and tokenomics, and we're going to continue to review all known aspects of Web3 in the next videos. So make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to write down them in the comment sections. Thank you for your time and see you in the next videos.